Oh god, do I love autumn. The days are short enough to go out at a decent hour, but it's not quite cold enough for people to notice my breath isn't misting over. Perfect conditions for a night in town with my love. Speaking of which, come here. You look a little tense, babe. Is there something wrong? Starting the night over with some serious conversation, huh? Well, if it's that important to you, I suppose I can't refuse. Let's at least sit down before we get started, though. What is this all about? Is there something wrong? Oh, that. You want to talk about that? Me turning you into... making you like me? Becoming a vampire? Do we need to do this now? Right now? Because I just woke up and haven't had a chance to... I suppose I can't keep putting this talk off forever, as much as I'd like to. It's just, you don't really know what you're asking of me. Why I'm scared to make that kind of leap with you. No. You're everything I could ever ask for in a partner. If circumstances were different, I would live out the rest of my existence with you at my side and never want anyone else. You are my world. You are the moon that brightens up what is otherwise a terribly dark night. I love you. Don't you ever doubt that, okay? Then why won't I? I guess I need to give you the full ins and outs of my condition. There are some things I've been hesitating to tell you about, for fear that you'd think I was a monster. Metaphorically, that is. I'm already enough of a literal monster. You say that now, but wait until I'm finished. Then make your judgment as to whether or not I am a monster once you have all the facts. I might as well start with the basics. You know that I can only survive by drinking blood, of course. Have you ever given a thought as to why? Well, we have. Some of the greatest spiritual and scientific minds, mortal and vampire alike, have labored over the question of why we require blood. Scientifically, it makes little sense, but both modern studies and ancient myths have made one thing clear. It's not the heart's blood that we strictly require, but what it represents. Your heart skips a beat when you're shocked. Your blood boils when you're angry. Your face blushes when you're embarrassed. Blood is passion, emotion materialized, something that we on our own can't have. It comes with the territory, Han. I'm dead, remember? On my own, even the memory of emotions I once felt threatens to die alongside the rest of me. The only way I can maintain my grip on my sanity, let alone function as a normal member of society, is to feed on blood. More than that even, it needs to be fresh human blood. Blood banks are for the truly desperate, who are just looking for emergency nourishment. Animals have only the basis level of emotional intelligence, and so can only keep us functioning at the level of an animal. New vamps will try to use either of those to loophole their way out of this curse. Unfortunately, they only end up going feral, and being hunted for their trouble. But I'm getting off topic, aren't I? No, the only way to retain my humanity is to prey upon humans. It's a brutal catch-22, and the higher the human state of emotion at the time of feeding, the more satisfying, filling, and nourishing it is. So it's in our best interest to drive our prey to a height of terror, or despair, or ecstasy, or love. Wait, please, please don't leave. This isn't some game I've been playing with you. I love you. I kept hoping I'd find the right way to tell you. That's why I haven't told you about this yet. Please, just sit back down and hear me out. Thank you. I never... God, I never wanted to be like the rest of them. Those old dusty sociopaths that are truly dead inside, even when bloated from their latest meal. I just wanted to have some fun with you for a night. Take my fill of blood while you were at the height of pleasure, and leave you with a happy memory, while I left with a full stomach. But you were just so sweet to me, and I could hardly say no to a real date with you. Then a second, and a third, and I fell in love. And I knew that I would have to break your heart at some point. It was just a question of when and how. I thought you'd do the job for me when you learned what I was. But you accepted me for what I am and made me fall even harder. So now, here we are, 3 years later, and you still make a dead heart flutter when I see you. Taking your blood gives me the ability to have those kind of feelings, but I don't have eyes for anyone but you. I love you. So, please, come back to me. I'm so sorry. I've been so scared for so long that I would lose you because of this. Please, don't go. Please, don't hate me. Please. Thank you. I'm sorry for keeping that from you for so long. I wish that were the end of this whole stupid matter, though. You know now what you would become if I turned you. Would you still be willing to endure that for me? Baby, I wouldn't expect anything else of you. But it would mean the end of us eventually. Well, I would no longer be able to feed from you, which sounds like a minor inconvenience if it weren't for the fact that you literally sustain my ability to love through donating your blood to me, so I would have to find someone else. I'd have to return to the life of a predator, and you would be forced to do the same. You wouldn't be the same person after turning. Not unless you found someone else the same way I found you, who would give of themselves and allow you to be the person you used to be. back before all this horror. And that's why this is a curse. I've had to watch everything I care about die or be corrupted by being close to me. My options are the end of our relationship, watch you wither and die, while I'm left behind, or selfishly try to preserve you, only to turn that gorgeous, caring, giving nature of yours stripped away to become a predator, and run the very real risk that you will hate me for it, for not refusing what you are asking me to do now. I have no good choices. I never have. I will never have the happy ending. Please, don't ask me again. I'm not ready. Just hold me. God, hold me as tightly as you can and don't let go. No matter what I do, I'm going to lose you because of who I am. Can we just pretend for a while that I'm not a monster? Just for tonight? Thank you. I love you.